Dear Diary, I've finished all my work so I'm writing this out in my last class. I've tried to have a good day today. I started off with my morning with a game as is now customary. When I got to school everyone was going inside but I caught Yako before she went in. I talked to her for a few minutes and had to ignore Juzo when she thought it would be okay to insert herself. Before class I tried to talk to Ayasada about Ikebana but she got into a fight. After the first class I talked to Tsuruki, who is like a passive friend since we only really talk in the English room, and of course like all the other times Ayasada and Itsumikai tried to join in. I don't know why it's always those two. Sure, Itsumikai sits next to Tsuruki but Ayasada doesn't sit near anyone. For the whole break I talked to Yuko since I've kind of been forgetting about her. She's definitely my favorite person at the school but you wish we could talk about more things. Maybe I could make an effort to understand jokes, learn actual fitness routines, watch some animes based off mangas. Between film and this class I continued talking to Yuko until Juzo came over to talk about her crush on me. The bell is just about to go, so I'll continue at home.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
And she had 82,984 yen on her.
And I'm not taking all of it.
Why not?
I don't know, it's a bit suspicious. I'll take half and you all can split the rest.
That's 41492 for Kiro, and roughly 13,830 for everyone else.
Yeah, thanks. Come on Hirakami, I'll walk you home.
Do you want mine?
Your what?
My money. I already have more than enough, and you were worried about rent.
I've got enough for rent and food with what I got.
I threw those clothes into your laundry for you.
Kata.
You know, this was basically exactly the amount I needed for rent and food.
Well, that's good. Remember we all came to my house right after school.
Yep, see you tomorrow.
Dear Diary, after getting attacked on Tuesday I spent Wednesday and the majority of Thursday in the hospital. Coming home this afternoon, I had a lot of money stolen from me and all I have is 75 yen after the hospital bills. Rent is coming up soon and I can't sit at my computer long enough to draw. During my stay at the hospital Yuko visited me, which was very nice of her. She showed me some animes that I've read as manga. The voice acting kind of makes me cringe but I can get into it. I honestly don't know who could have beat me up. There was about 3 people I think. Maybe I've had some arguments with people but nothing that warrants being beat up. Had I flashed my money on Tuesday, I was carrying a lot. I wish they had just taken my bag if that's all they wanted. The doctor said I could be off school for up to 11 days. Normally it would be less, but I was already having joint problems before. My 3rd day of recovery and first day at home, I tried out an episode of anime and it was quite a struggle, so afterwards I read a manga volume, then I did some stretches to try make my body feel better. I ended up laying around for an hour before picking up another manga. After a few more hours I tried a different anime and it was actually pretty good, much better than the first one I tried. Once school ended Yuko came over. She made sure I was doing okay before she showed me even more animes. With her there it was much easier to process. I fell asleep shortly after she left. My 4th day I woke up around 10 a.m. After some long deliberation I chose an anime to watch as I did my prescribed stretches. I was able to sit at my desk today. I played a game for over an hour, but I couldn't draw at that time. Then I read a manga, had a shower and now I'm going to bed very early. 5th day, I woke up very late, nearly 1 p.m. Yuko came over and showed me more anime as she helped me with my stretches for about 4 hours. Then once she left I read a manga based off an anime we watched. I've done some more stretches, just enough to tire me out. 6th day I woke up late again, which doesn't really matter. It's probably helping me recover. I was able to do a commission today. Well, I wasn't supposed to, but I'm getting worried about rent. Then I stretched for as long as I could, read a manga, played a game, then showered before going to bed. 7th day, only 4 days off the expected recovery time and I think I'm kind of feeling that. especially with all the stretches I did in the morning between mangas. I played some games and did 2 commissions without feeling horrible afterwards. It's probably the latest I've been awake in over the week, and I even woke up at my old normal time. 8th day. I did a commission and stretched before going to the konbini. Unfortunately there wasn't anything on sale. I should have gotten more, but I forgot the following few days would be public holidays and I assumed there would be stuff on sale at the grocery store. But all I did was waste my energy. I feel like I used to, being scared to go out, having to congratulate myself for going to the grocery store. But with how random the attack was, I really don't know who's going to hurt me when I leave the house. I rested for a long time before getting up to do a commission, play video games, and study because I am definitely very behind. 9th day. Yay. I am so sick of being at home, but I am also so scared to leave. I stretched so at least my body could feel better. I watched some anime which I didn't entirely pay attention to, then I read a manga, before stretching even more. I did a commission and right as I finished Yuko came over, who guess what, helped me to stretch even more. We didn't get time to watch an anime, but by the end of it my body was feeling really good. I just played a game for about 3 hours. I'll shower and go to sleep now. 10th day. Even more stretches, my prescribed ones to get back to normal and some extras to be even better in case of another attack, then some manga volumes, before I got onto an online forum and started writing essays for people. I'll be back at school on Monday, so I have to make sure I'm well read. I read one more manga volume before getting ready for bed. 11th and the last day of recovery. As the doctor expected, I do feel much better, especially after my morning stretches. I discovered a magical girl manga that's also an anime, so for the rest of the day I would read a volume then watch the episode or episodes made from the volume. Yuko came over and listened to me talk all about it before I showed her some episodes. After she left I continued my routine until now. I am very tired. 12th day, I suppose. It's another public holiday and unlike yesterday it was hard to ignore how hungry I am. I was so distracted with the series I had found yesterday that I didn't even mention I ran out of food. After doing a commission I played a video game. A lot of video games actually. Before I read some manga. I even tried to read the Magic Girl manga then watch an episode, but it hasn't distracted me enough. So I'll have a shower and go to bed. 13th, Sunday, the last day before I get to go back to school. As soon as I woke up I raced to the konbini. I was in such a rush to get food I didn't notice the 99 yen onigiri at first, but I made sure to get a lot of that. I was really energetic today, so I did a lot of exercise. I nearly went on a run before realizing the kind of position that would put me in. At the end of the day I wrote more essays to be prepared for school, then I played a few hours of video games before showering. I think I'm ready for tomorrow.
Since this video is currently a bit short, so why don't we go over the current relationships. Kimi has 76 friendship for Kishi, 81 for Yeiko, -74 for Soniko, -74 for Yuriko, 79 for Kuni, 87 for Yuko, 45 love and 9 lust, and 83 friendship for Ichi. Lum has 7 friendship for Hoshiko, 24 for Kishi, 7 for Yeiko, 13 for Sanchio, 10 for Milayam, -43 for Yuriko, 21 for Neru, 14 for Kuni, 13 for Yuko, 30 for Ichi. Hoshiko has 26 friendship for Kishi, 9 for Yeiko, -56 for Kata, -75 for Milayam, -72 for Yuriko, 9 for Neru, 18 for Kuni, 16 for Yuko, 9 for Ichi. Kishi has 85 friendship, 85 love and 35 lust for Kimi, 24 friendship and 2 lust for Lum, 17 friendship for Hoshiko, 16 for Yeiko, -50 for Kata, -79 for Soniko, 25 and 2 lust for Milayam, -73 friendship for Yuriko, 13 for Neru, 20 for Haru, 16 for Kuni, 9 for Yuko, 12 for Ichi. Yeiko has 87 friendship for Kimi, 20 for Lum, 23 for Hoshiko, 51 for Kishi, -55 for Kata, 22 for Soniko, 19 for Milayam, -66 for Yuriko, 6 for Neru, 34 for Haru, 16 for Kuni, 49 for Yuko, 26 for Ichi. Kata has 6 friendship for Lum, -61 for Hoshiko, 7 for Kishi, 17 for Milayam, 14 for Yuriko, 11 for Neru, 17 for Haru, -76 for Kuni, 9 for Ichi. Soniko has -61 friendship with Kimi, 5 for Lum, -52 for Kishi, 50 for Milayam, -24 for Yuriko, -66 for Neru, 40 for Haru, -79 for Kuni, 38 for Yuko. Milayam has 6 friendship with Lum, -88 for Hoshiko, 30 and 4 lust for Kishi, 33 friendship 2 love 1 lust for Soniko, -53 for Neru, 11 for Kuni, 20 for Yuko, 11 for Ichi. Yuriko has -30 friendship for Kimi, -85 for Hoshiko, 18 for Kishi, 7 and 4 love for Milayam, -66 for Neru, 11 for Haru, -83 for Kuni, -86 for Yuko, -79 for Ichi. Neru has -13 friendship for Kimi, 24 for Lum, 92 and 11 love for Hoshiko, 14 for Kishi, -39 for Kata, -75 for Soniko, -82 for Milayam, -77 for Yuriko, -27 for Yuko, 26 and 1 love for Ichi. Haru has 12 friendship for Lum, 10 for Kishi, 17 for Yeiko, 15 for Kata, 24 for Soniko, 23 for Yuriko, 19 for Neru, 14 for Kuni, 10 for Ichi. Kuni has 70 friendship 70 love and 15 lust for Kimi, 22 friendship for Lum, 10 for Hoshiko, 11 for Kishi, 14 for Yeiko, -66 for Kata, -68 for Soniko, 6 for Milayam, -58 for Yuriko, 15 for Neru, 14 for Haru, 7 for Yuko, 10 for Ichi. Yuko has 95 friendship for Kimi, 17 for Lum, 26 for Hoshiko, 14 for Kishi, 13 for Yeiko, 13 for Milayam, -75 for Yuriko, -22 for Neru, 19 for Juzo. Ichi has 85 friendship for Kimi, 29 for Lum, 38 for Hoshiko, 38 for Kishi, 9 for Yeiko, 7 for Milayam, -59 for Yuriko, 14 for Neru, 10 for Haru, 61 for Kuni and 17 for Yuko. Episode 4 is definitely where the views start to drop in the series, and this one is definitely pretty repetitive, but I hope you still enjoyed it. Stay safe, stay happy, please subscribe and goodbye.